Hello, hello, Crafty Mavens! So here's my second video for today where I'm going to go ahead and use my kit to create a layout. I'm going to start by removing the branding strip on this Simple Stories paper, and this is going to be my background. So for this layout, I'm going to start by using as many of the scraps that I had in my kit as possible. This is a great way to use up scraps. This is a great page design to use up scraps. Kind of rocks. So what I'm going to do here is I went ahead and matted my photo, and then I'm going to take these scraps, and notice that I'm really not even cutting them down at all. I'm just layering them up just the way they are behind my photo in whatever way I like. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink everything on my page with a vintage photo distress ink. And yeah, I'm going to use a T-square ruler because everything else on my page might be a little bit wonky and goofy, but I want the photo to be straight. So I know that I want to put a little bit of something down at the bottom to anchor my photo, and I'm just grabbing 2 sheets of scraps, and now I'm taking these scraps and I am just going to make, I guess maybe we would call it a collage, kind of. I kind of feel that it's like putting together a puzzle piece. So I'm just taking these scraps and bits of paper, and I'm just going to kind of fit them all into each other. And since I made my kit beforehand, I know that all my little scraps and bits and pieces that are sitting here will match and go with my color scheme. So I'm going to remove the branding strip from that. But that's it though, because see, look, I'm just going to move this little scrap over, and then I'm going to slide this one in and trim it off later. And so I'm just going to work through all of these different bits and pieces. I'm sorry for my head. I'm going to go ahead and grab that tag, and yeah, I love this family piece, and I want that family piece to actually be a part of my title work. And then I do decide to cut into this 1 6x6 paper because I love that plaid design on it, and I knew that I wanted to go ahead and incorporate some of that design into this layer. And I think I do end up using that other 6x6 paper pad later on, or piece, that other 6x6, the black and white one, later on as well, but in a different way. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to grab the pieces. I am looking now at what designs I have. I want to make sure that you'll kind of see how I have kind of almost a diagonal going up to the left and down to the right, and I am making sure that I have patterns that repeat in that top piece and the bottom piece. They don't have to repeat in the same amount, but I want them to be repeating. And the only one that doesn't end up being repeated is that Maggie Holmes piece right there, because I only had 1 scrap of that 1 sheet of paper. So I just popped it in there, but it looked so nice that even though I didn't have another little bit, I felt like it gave a pop of something different, a pop of something extra, and I did like it. So now I just went through all of those pieces, inked them all, and attached them all to my page. So now I have my base, my collage, my basic page design ready to go. This is what I'm going to go ahead now and embellish and work on from here on out. So I'm just going to trim off all the edges so I have nice clean edges. And then what I'm going to do now is go ahead and work on, well, I'm going to ink everything, but then I'm going to work on my title. So that piece there that says family, that's actually going to be like the end of my title. And I'm also going to go ahead and do a bit of journaling on my layout. And here I'm going to go ahead and do the title, or not the title, oh my goodness, you guys, the date. Of course, the date. And I'm just using, this is an old like Smashbook date stamp, and it goes clear. It's really easy to use, super easy to use, and it goes clear to like 2025 or something. So I've never felt the need to replace my date stamp. And I've had that one basically forever. So I've gone ahead and done my journaling with my very favorite Muji pen. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish off my title. So my title is going to be Part of the Family. And while I did grab some thickers, I decided that I really enjoyed the look of those basic gray brown stickers. So the next step now is just to look at my layout and decide what parts do I think need some help. So the first thing I noticed is that I don't like the way that the end of my title, that P, looks against that gold glittery paper. I feel like it's getting lost, and my title is not Art of the Family. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck that adorable little card from the Wonder Collection, and then I'm going to grab, I think, 2 more of these and add them in because they are really cute and really sweet, and I know that I probably will never feel like they belong on another layout. And that gets them used and out of my stash, which is always a good thing. So I just use those 2, the mouse that says smile and the bird that says tweet, like sweet. And then I'm going to use that little tag down there at the bottom, and that is also from the Wonder Collection. And the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in another black and white pattern and some more black. My journaling's in black. There's black polka dots on my background. And I have the black date stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and punch some circles out of this paper that is like this creamy white, and then it has some black triangles. And then I'm going to use the stamp set that I had added to my kit. And I pulled out 3 different stamps that I thought would work really well, and I kind of ghost stamped them. So because everything else on this layout has that like aged, distressed, creamy look to it, you know, I ghost stamped the date, so the date's kind of off, and I felt like I didn't want these to be super crisp and really black. I wanted them to be to look a little bit messy and distressed to go with the rest of my layout. So I added those 3 circles to 3 different spots, and I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamps and put them away because I have to clean my stamps and put them away as soon as I'm done using them. It's a thing. And now I'm going to go through, what am I doing? Oh, okay, so when I did my kit, I had added a couple bits and pieces of ephemera that I felt really went with the sentiment, and I wanted to use them. And I decided to use these 2, which are from Pink Paisley, and they have more of a true white in them. They're not that kind of creamy white, but I wanted to add them because my journaling spot that I decided to use was white. So when you're going to mix white and cream, the best advice I can give you is to do it incredibly intentionally. So we have the white journaling box, and now we need some more pops of white so that it gives the intentional look. And look what I did. I used that entire pack of huge enamel dots I was so worried about. And so what I did was I used them as circle embellishments, and I just tucked them in and around different spots on my layout. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick out a couple of these puffy stickers from Chamel because we have enough paper. So we need some not paper things now. So the enamel dots and these puffy stickers are going to provide some texture and some interest and something to look on the layout that isn't paper. Yeah? So we're going to go ahead and kind of place these around the layout in some different areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my very, very favorite tools, which is my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. And I'm going to go around and anywhere that I could reach because it doesn't do like in the page. I wish it did further in the page, but it doesn't. I know that that's something a lot of people want is to have a tiny attacher that goes in the page more. So my last little embellishment is going to be some Glorious Days shimmers, and I highly recommend the Glorious Days by Shimmers because it is gorgeous and beautiful and splatters like Heidi Shine, but it dries and soaks in completely, so you don't get that like Gumby stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed this Sunday at the Crafty Maven Getaway, and please stop back again next Sunday for more Stash Kit fun. Bye!